Hey, good morning. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. New year, new series I'm going to start on how to help yourself right now. You're not going to hear me harping on buying guns and food and ammo and wars and everything else. I'm going to give you real information that you can use right now to help you prepare. After all, you are a prepper, and this is a prepping channel. So let's get to it. Starting with yourself or your significant other first. Number one, if you are in distress and you need to call for first responder and ambulance, like myself, and you are having difficulty breathing, have this ready. Number one, have identification ready. Who are you? Have your driver's license or an ID out so they can identify you. Number two, on a piece of paper inside your wallet or wherever you want to carry it, you have your name, your address, date of birth, your prescription medicine written down, your allergies, what you're allergic to, if any medications, and contact phone number, primary and secondary. You have that with your driver's license. So when the EMT shows up and you are unable to speak, number one, they'll know who you are, and number two, they can start treatment right away and call your doctor or look at what medicines you are on to help get those into your system, or allergies, that medicines they cannot give you. Have that ready. Little card, doesn't take much. Plus alternative phone numbers. If your significant other is with you and they cannot speak, you have to have a third party. Know who that is and tell them, I'm using you as an emergency contact. Please help. Let them know. For your children, if you have any, either little children or teens, same thing for them. Have that ready. If they carry backpacks, they can put it in their backpack. Plus, make sure all of you have plans where to bug out to. So if you are at home and God forbid a mile-wide tornado comes down your street and you don't have a root cellar or place to go, you immediately go to the primary meetup location. If the primary is not available, you go to the secondary and you wait there to make sure everybody is safe and with you. Third, if you are separated and everybody has a cell phone nowadays, how are you going to relay messages? How are you going to get messages? If you're trying to dial and it says all circuits are busy, which would happen in a 911 major catastrophe, you won't be able to get through. Text instead of calling. Keep it short, keep it brief. I am at location ABC. Call this number. Meet me here. Text message. It will get through rather than waiting on hold. Make sure your children, in case their school is on fire or an active shooter or tornado, know how to escape, and the school should go over that, but where to meet up and who to contact. So in case something happens to your child, they have that information right there and can work to save your child's life immediately. If you are at work, how are you going to receive messages? I worked in a warehouse where 50% of it, I could not get a text message or a phone call because it was a dead zone. Think about that. Can you get phone calls wherever you're at, or are you in a dead zone like I was? Then I would make it a point to go out of the area. I'd walk outside the building or walk into where they had Wi-Fi to check my messages, maybe every half hour or whatever you deem necessary. Don't get fired. But have an area where you can receive phone calls and messages in case of 911. Another thing too, in case you are away from home and you are injured and you have pets, hey, I'm in the hospital. the missus or my husband isn't with me, we have pets at home. This should be a notification. And on the back of it, you have phone numbers or contacts for people to go to your place of residence and check on your pets. Cats, dogs, birds, whatever it is. Have their number written down there so you can help save your pet's life. God knows if you're in there like I was in a coma for 10 days, unable to speak with a ventilator down my throat, I'm not going to be able to say, my dogs are at home starving to death and dehydrated. Help yourself by giving the appropriate information, right? It's as simple as that. But everybody has to be on the same page, the same time, the same plan. This is step one of doing that. Now I'm going to continue on with the series and other videos, and I'm going to try and release 1 or 2 each day. This is preparedness. This is real life preparing. It's not all about guns, knives, and hoarding food. This is about how to save your life. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you had a safe and happy New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Let's get busy. Get yourself right with God. Start out the new year with asking for forgiveness, and get yourself submerged in water and be born again, baptized. Greg out.